How are you? Good to see everybody. Thanks so much for staying with us. And here, of course, being 2 o'clock, we're going to give you updates right up every half hour leading up to the 5 o'clock news. And, of course, comprehensive reports throughout our region with reporters. But I want to give you a heads up. Of course, we've got a major winter storm bearing down on our area. Crazy when you consider just a couple of days ago, temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s. And it just goes to show you, oftentimes, folks, you know, when we get into the middle of March, it's pretty hard for snow to lay on the ground, but it doesn't matter. Even though we had the ground relatively warm, if it snows hard enough, it's going to lay, and that's what we're seeing. In fact, it didn't take very long to see the roads and things unfold. Clearly throughout the region, I want to be able to show you how temperatures are looking. Philadelphia, Burlington, you're still checking in with temperatures above the freezing mark there. You've got a wintry mix. What a mess it is. For the rest of us, we're talking about snow, and some of it now is we're getting into the heart of this storm here throughout the afternoons. We're going to be talking about the heaviest snowfall, some cases 1 to 2 inches of snow per hour, but models continue to suggest later on today, whether it's late afternoon into the evening, we're going to mix back with sleet and very likely change over to sleet. Northern parts of our area may not see that changeover, but a lot of us are. We'll tell you what that means in just a little bit. First, how about the roadways? I'm telling you now, Rick, I've been saying they're absolutely going to continue to deteriorate based on what we're seeing on the radar. What do you got?
You know, we're seeing it right now, as a matter of fact. The accumulation now hitting the major highways. 78, now we see that running smoothly. You see traffic moving slower on the 309 here on this bridge over 78, because that's the first place affected there, the elevated highways, and the bridge is very slow here. Westbound on 78 into that construction zone at Hellertown. Now, we have no crashes reported through the Lehigh Valley on 78 or 22, but man, oh man, they're coming in fast and furious. 33 and 248 in Upper Nazareth Township, we have a crash. Also, we'll give you an idea of how hectic it is and how fast these accidents are coming in. We heard a scanner report of 6 to 7 accidents on Route 33 between Saylorsburg and Wind Gap. Well, the dispatcher asked, do you mean 6 or 7 vehicles or 6 or 7 different accidents? 6 or 7 different accidents just in that 1 mile stretch. Okay, so very slippery road conditions. You have to slow down. You can't be in a hurry, that's for sure. We have a disabled tractor trailer in the Shimerville area at the 29 and Route 100 blocking the roadway. Also Mock Chunk and Hill Street in the Copley area. 248 right by the Moore Township Police Department. Some problems on 309. An accident near Route 100 in Heidelberg Township, also southbound on 309 at Tillman Street in South Whitehall. We have a crash on 611 south of Robsville Road in Williams Township. Many disabled tractor trailers being reported around the region. To the north, Monroe County, 209, 248, 611, 191, all affected. We have problems on 903, 209, and 93 through Carbon County, and in Schuylkill County, 61, 443, and 54, all affected by the snow this afternoon. Interstates are running smoothly, very slow on 81, 30, or excuse me, 380 and 80 through the Pocono region. Very slow traffic. And spin outs, you're going to run across a lot of those. Give the emergency units plenty of room, and road crews, of course, they are scurrying to keep up with this weather by treating the roadways. So give them plenty of room as you see them come by. Into Allentown, we have crashes, 300 block of Basin. That's just south of 3rd and Union there by the trestle. 4th and Hamilton, a couple of accidents still working there. Disabled tractor trailer blocking 15th and Walnut. Into Berks County. They still have units on the scene at 78 eastbound, mile marker 42, that's just east of 737. 61 in Cross Keys Road in Muhlenberg Township, 222 and 737 in Maxatawny. A couple of crashes on Rugby Road in Exeter Township, the 400 block and the 100 block. And again, 78 will be slow through the northern townships of Berks County. So slow down. If you don't have to go anywhere, don't do it. Let's find out how long we're going to have this snow. Ed, what do you got?
Got a lot to talk about here. Thanks so much, Rick, doing a great job there. Clearly, you can see the center of that circulation pulling up. It's now just kind of off the coast of South Carolina, North Carolina, actually very close to Myrtle Beach. We'll get off the coast by the time we get into tonight, 2 a.m. That storm will be off the coast of Atlantic City and then off the tip of Long Island by tomorrow morning. Until that occurs, you can obviously see all this moisture. That's got to get up and get through our area. A lot of moisture to contend with. But as I said, it's a dynamic, fluid situation. I need to encourage you to stay tuned or tune in frequently to all of our updates. Another look here just over the past 12 hours, and you can see there's that tongue, that sleet that mixed in as the storm is now moving up towards the area. The model suggests the sleet will once again start to move back into our area, but not till later, until that occurs here between 1 and 5, 1 and 6. we're going to be dealing with snow and in some cases maybe 1 to 2 inches of snow per hour. By the time we're said and done, the far northern parts of our area easily over a foot of snow. You get up into the Carbon, Schuylkill, Monroe areas and maybe the far northern parts of the Lehigh Valley, probably talking 6 to 12. I think the rest of us are going to be sandwiched in between, south of the Lehigh Valley, 3 to 6 inches. And I think we're going to be talking about a good swath through the Lehigh Valley of around 6 by the time it's said and done. And we're talking about snow and then sleet. If we don't get any of that sleet, clearly we'd be on the higher ends of these totals. But if with some of that sleet mixing in, certainly going to be talking about keeping some of those totals down. Well, Philly on south, I mean, 1 to 3 inches, I think, covers it right now. It's one inch of slushy accumulation, so the 1 to 3 seems like that's going to be pretty good right there. But as I said, we do anticipate some of that warmer air, at least at the 800 millibar level, working in. Snow heavy at times, mixing with some sleet, high 29 degrees. Be careful. Things only going to head downhill. For your night tonight, some snow heavy at times, tapering off, mixing with some sleet, tapering off probably not till after 2 or 3 o'clock. Some additional snow showers around tomorrow. A little additional accumulation for St. Patty's Day, but what a mess this will be. I promise you this, things are going to continue to get head downhill as far as the road conditions are concerned, so don't head out if you don't have to, and we'll see you.